Hey everybody, what's up? It's AgentNemitz and welcome to another snapshot video today. This is the first snapshot of 1.15. I am so excited. It adds some great features that we're going to hop into today. You can see pretty much all the features behind me. It's bees. Look at those guys. Hi bee. What's up? You going to the hive? Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. We got a new mob added into the game, bees, and there's a couple other blocks. We're going to go through everything, and I think you're going to enjoy this one. Okay, so according to the wiki here, or the change log, or whatever it's called, it'll be linked down in the description if you want to read it. But according to that, these beehives here, and these are actual blocks in the game, bee nest. These are the nest, actually. These spawn naturally in the world. How about that? They spawn naturally, and you see they're kind of up on trees. Hi. Oh, did you hear that? I hope you heard that. That was a cool noise. I gotta make sure my sound's on. That was crazy. But yeah, so these spawn naturally in the game, and they spawn in forest, flower forest, and sunflower plains biomes. What is that making a noise? I think it's making a noise. Oh, it's making a noise. It confirmed. Makes noise. Confirmed. But yeah, so that's how you can see bees naturally in the world, is in those biomes, and that's where those nests spawn naturally. Now, that's not the only new block added, is the nest. The other new block added is the beehive, and this one is craftable. This one spawns naturally in the world, so that's how you can tell the differentiation a little bit. And hold on, I want to see the bottom of this texture here. Ah, so it is the same as the bottom of here. See that? They just share a texture for the bottom. Interesting. I wanted to know that, but anyways. So these spawn naturally in the world right here. These ones are craftable. Let me show you how to craft these. And it's a beehive. So this is like a one that you make after you find bees or whatever. You use oak planks and honeycomb to craft this. And this is the pattern right here. It's similar to a bookshelf. And then you get yourself a fancy little beehive. Now at first I was confused at what the difference is between these two, and honestly there's not much difference besides the fact that you cannot craft these right here, and you can craft these. Bees live in both of them, and they both collect honey and whatnot. So that's the only difference really, is these spawn naturally, those don't. This is uncraftable, that is craftable. Alright, so since we're covering these blocks first, we're going to go over all the new features and added with these, and then we'll go over the bee mob themselves later on in the video. So the first thing that I wanted to show you with these is they are, you can break both of them, alright? So I'm pretty sure, now let's just grab one of these just in case. Yeah, I was right. Hold on one second. Okay, so you cannot break these bee nests with just a normal axe. However, you can break the beehives with an axe. Very interesting. Now, I'm pretty sure you can break these. Yeah, you can break them with silk touch, and obviously you can break those with silk touch too. But the bee nest, you have to break with a silk touch axe. And according to the changelog, or the wiki, whatever it is, I don't know exactly what it's called. It's on Minecraft.net. Again, it's linked down below if you want to read it. But if there's bees inside of the block, and you break it with a silk touch axe, then they stay inside the block, and then you place it back down, and then they'll come out, which is crazy. That's just absolutely nuts. Alright, so the next thing to go over is these actually can have a redstone output. So that kind of makes it to where it could be an automatic farm if you want to, because there's another feature we're going to go over next that is pretty cool. But yeah, so if you open the F3 screen, you'll see, geez, I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. You'll see in the target block section over here, there's Minecraft bee nest, honey level. That's what we need to look at, the honey level. So when the bees pollinate, which we're going to go over that later, then they'll fly back into the nest, and they'll, each time they're pollinated and come into the nest here, then they add a honey level, which is pretty cool. And it has to be level 5 in order to get the new items, which is like a honeycomb and honey itself. Like you can get honey in a bottle. So in order to get those, it has to be level 5. Well, you saw the opening the F3 screen, that it's honey level 0 right now. Well, we don't have bees around here right now, so we're gonna use the debug stick and make sure it is like adding levels ourselves. So look, it'll say level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, and then 5. You see it changes the texture and adds honey kind of dripping out here, and it'll do the same thing for this one as well. So watch, see, level 0, now 1, oh, whoops, hold on, there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and look, now there's honey kind of in a couple of the cracks, which is super cool. Now it has a redstone feature in and involved with that, but we have to like update the redstone in order for it to sense it. See that? And whatever level it's at will determine how much redstone comes out. So you see I have a line here, and it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long. I wanted to show you that it doesn't go any further than 5, and it's at level 5 right now, so that's the signal strength of redstone that's coming out of it. Super duper cool. And so it's like if it was at level 1, it would only be right here, and same with 2, 3, 4, and all the way to 5. So because these are both level 5, the honey level, or is the redstone comparator, is reading it and telling you that. Yeah, so it sounds like a slime squishing noise, and it's actually, and also you'll see particle effects come out of the bottom to let you know that it's at level 5 and ready to be harvested. Now there's two different ways to harvest these. One is with a glass bottle, and the next is with shears. If you use a glass bottle, you right click it, you get a honey bottle. Super cool. And then if it's at level 5 and you shear it, shrink, you get honeycomb. Now you get anywhere from 2 to 5 honeycombs per shear. So like watch, let's see how many I get on this one. Looks like I got 3 again. That time I got 3 again. I guess you get 3 pretty consistently. But yeah, so that's 2 new items added into the game, is honey bottle and honeycomb. Now, okay, now if you drink the honey, watch this. You get 3 bars of hunger restored, and it's said to fill up your saturation. However, I'm not healing it. Oh, I probably have to have full hunger in order to do that. Hold on one second. I also wanted to test and see if you could eat the honeycomb, and you can't. So well, let me fill up on honey again. And there we go. Yeah, it's said to give full saturation and fill 3 hunger bars at once. However, it doesn't stack, so that's kind of unfortunate. But you can drink the honey regardless of your hunger too. That's a little strange, but I think it's pretty cool. Like, watch. Perfect. I like how it makes a little slurpy slurp noise. It's kind of funny. But yeah. Alright, so another feature added is has to do with dispensers. So dispensers, if they have shears in them, similar to sheep, and if you use it, it can take out the honey all by its lonesome. That's why I said this feature here with the redstone sensing and then the automatic shearing or whatever, you could have an automatic honeycomb and honey farm as long as you had shears and bottles. Pretty cool. And now the same thing happens, there's bottles in here. Same thing happens with making honey. So you see, got free honey right there. And that's not the only way that you can dispense bottles and get honey. You also can do it with water now, which is going to help people make automatic potions really easily, you know. See that? Super cool. Super awesome. Now it would probably have like an item filter underneath of the dispenser, so that way it would take out water bottles and not normal bottles, because you see whenever I'm clicking, it's dispensing out a bottle. That's because, you know, dispensers randomly select which one it's gonna output. So yeah, kind of interesting, but a very cool new feature for sure. That's pretty much it for the hives and nest. Very cool new blocks and sweet features added with them. The next thing has to do with the bees, obviously. Let's use a bee spawn egg. Hi guy. Look at, I mean, it's huge, but it's hilarious. Like, awesome. I love it. It's got such little legs and the wings flapping, super cool. And then it's got a stinger, and yeah, just awesome. I love it so much. Oh, does it make a noise? does. Whenever you get close, it sounds bzzz. I hear it. That's awesome. So cool. Now, there's quite a few... Where did he go? There's quite a few features with the bees. And they have to do with flowers and other things like that. So let's spawn in like a bunch here. Just so we can test things out a little easier. Now, if you attack... Now, these are passive. So they just fly around and don't bother you as long as you don't bother them. But let's go into survival mode. And if you attack one, they're kind of like hive-minded. So you attack one. And look, the eyes turn red, they all get mad at you, and then they're gonna, they're gonna try and kill you. Jeez! Did you see how they all like turn? And it's because they're gonna sting me, and then they poison me. Like, is that guy? Yeah, that guy stung me. He doesn't have a stinger anymore. Whenever they sting you, they lose their stinger. And did you see they did their little flippy thing? And they're all still mad at me. Let's see if I go over by these ones. Are they gonna get mad at me? Oh no, but they have pollen. They have pollen. Watch, let me punch him and see. He still has a stinger. Punch. He got red eyes. And now, flippy sting. Ouch. That one does too. Okay, nice. And then, unfortunately, after they sting you, 60 seconds later, they will die. And that's similar to real life. Whenever a bee loses its stinger, it's said that it's supposed to die, you know? So that's kind of unfortunate. Yep, you just saw one die over there. He probably didn't have his stinger anymore. He stung me. So, whoa. That one still has the stinger, so he gonna live. He gonna live. Very interesting. So, I just tested something. It says that when there's a campfire underneath of a hive, and you go and you punch, or, well, it says they'll be groovy or something like that. You go and you hit one, he's not mad at me. Because his hive is smoking out. How about that? Isn't that interesting? I definitely think that's interesting. Yeah. Alright, so it's also said that you can breed two bees together using flowers. So, are they gonna make a baby? Yes, I think so. Look at that, and then there's a tiny little buzz. It's so cute. That looks like the size of that it actually should have been right there. Tiny little thing. That makes more sense, but I like how derpy and big they are. So they're also attracted to flowers. So see, look, I'm like holding a flower in my hand. They're following me around. That's crazy. It's weird. So I was also curious to see if they would go towards the tall flowers and the wither roses, because they're supposed to go and like find their favorite flower, quote unquote, and then when they find it, they like float around it slowly. So it does look like you can do the two tall flowers. I haven't seen anyone go towards the wither rose yet. Let's spawn one in over here. Oh, yep, he goes towards the wither rose. Are you gonna do it again? I'm interested. Oh, one's pollinated. It looks like his favorite flower is the wither rose, but it's gonna kill him. Anyways, so yeah, they go and they like fly around this flower for a couple seconds, and then they get pollinated, like this guy right here, and their texture changes, and they get the yellowish stuff all over them. Oh, he went into the beehive. Yeah, they get that yellowish stuff all over them, and then they then they like have pollen on them, and they take it into their beehive, and that's how you get a level added to your... Oh, the little guy's... Oh, he's got pollen on him. That's so cute. But yeah, that's how you get honey levels added to your things. It's also said that if you break the beehive, oh, they're gonna come out and be seriously mad at you, and that is true. I just died. I was stung to death. But yeah, these bees also don't drop anything when you kill them, pollinated or not. They don't drop anything. No honey, no honeycomb, no nothing. So they just drop like a very little amount of XP. So also, once these bees find a flower, so like this guy's flower is right here. Once he, you know, this will be his quote-unquote favorite flower, as they use in the changelog, and he'll take it back to his hive or the nest, and he'll like remember that that's his favorite flower, tell everyone else in his hive about it, and then always return to that flower. Which is pretty interesting, right? I thought that was different. Oh, very cool. So it says that bees that have the pollen on them, when they fly by crops, like right here, and one was flying by it a second ago. I think I caught it on camera. Yeah, it says that they like pollinate the crops, and it's almost as if a bone meal effect was being had. So like, wait till these guys get the pollen on it. Okay, so there's one right there. Yeah, fly over it. Fly over the crops, please. I want to see it work again. Come on, fly right here. Yeah, see, look at that. It worked twice. So it's almost like a passive bone mealing way also. It's like if you had a giant farm and you had bees, you could like have flowers all around and they would be passively like bone mealing the crops. Very interesting. But yeah, that's it for this snapshot video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was informative for you, and that you know, I showed you some of the cool features along with this snapshot. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I'm a little bit rusty. Don't judge me, all right? I'm really excited for 1.15, and just any news about it is really exciting to me. And at all, I definitely recommend you go check out the changelog, because there was a bunch of bug fixes as well. Not really going over those in this video because I don't totally understand how to show you the bug fixes, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like for me, subscribe if you're new or have not subscribed already, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, have a great day, bye bye.